guys. I'm coming to you from Goodwood Railway Station in South Australia, where platforms 1, 2 and 3 all have 5'3" broad gauge. Now, of course, we're here to talk again about John Wilson's upcoming book, The Break of Gauge, and this week we're looking at Chapter 5. And now I'd quickly like to start by saying, if there was a perfect gauge, it would be somewhere between 5 and 6 feet. Des Smith is a former Chief Civil Engineer of the Australian National Railways, and he said if there is one gauge, it should be the 5'3", much like the 5'3" that this broad gauge 1944 built locomotive would run on. John opens Chapter 5 by discussing his travels from Sydney to Adelaide via Melbourne on the Southern Aurora and, of course, the Overland. Here, John is at the National Railway Museum discussing these experiences.
This was one of the joys of riding in the Overland, that you could get a whiff of the fresh air and the cold chill as you went through Burrumbeet down into Ballarat in the morning. But you can't do it anymore, they lock these carriage doors. But it was quite safe with the bottom half solidly fixed. For many years I used to go to Sydney and I'd come back on the Southern Aurora. You always got a dreadful sleep on the Southern Aurora. It was a joy to sleep in the Overland because it was an extra 6.5 inches which gave you a much better ride.
Unfortunately, the Overland no longer runs through Ballarat. When the Adelaide to Melbourne main line was converted to standard gauge in the mid-90s, it was rerouted past Ballarat. That was a bad improvement. Now, as I said before, platforms 1, 2 and 3 at Goodwood all feature the 5'3" broad gauge, but platform 4 is bypassed by the 4 feet 8.5 standard gauge that runs between Adelaide and Melbourne. Now, a little bit controversially, I do believe that the Adelaide suburban network should be converted to 4 feet 8.5 inches, such that our network can connect up for interstate trains. Just some food for thought. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Look forward to talking to you about Chapter 6 next week.